Hey guys, okay, I get a lot of questions about my follow-up system because in my opinion, it's as flawless as a follow-up system can be. So people don't fall through the cracks. Um, it takes, they say like 5 to 8 touches for people to be like ready to have what we have to offer or to take us up on what we have to offer. Okay. So the fortune is literally in the follow up. If you aren't doing follow ups, you are not hitting the Success Club numbers that you could be hitting. You're doing your business a disservice and you are missing people, and they are either going to find somebody else or they're gonna continue on an unhealthy path, which is our like duty. I hate that word, but it's our mission to help people. Health as well. Okay, so I want to walk you guys through exactly how I do it. And if you have any questions, please just ask me. It's easier if you just ask me in this like thread of the video instead of direct messaging me. But tag me in the question. Okay. I pride myself on my follow-up system. So, okay. So I'm going to share my screen with you in a second. So you need to have a tracking system and you need to be using a follow-up script. Those are two things that you need to be doing. Okay. And, I've shared before the follow-up scripts that I use, so feel free to just like search in the group like follow-up and you should be able to find it. I'm not posting it again. I hate when clutter's on my desk. Okay, so I also use Teamzy to track my business. And you can do whatever you want, but you need to have a tracking system. Otherwise, again, you're going to miss people. You're doing your business a disservice. You're cheapening your business and other things. Okay. So I am just going to like show you my Teamzy account. So don't steal my people. That would be not very nice. Okay. And I think that's all I had to say. Okay, so I'm going to show you my Teamzy. So this is literally what I do. So I'm logged in, and so I don't click this tab. I go, if you use Teamzy, this is a little Teamzy tutorial. I go over to team and I click over under follow-ups, I click upcoming. So then I'm doing all the ones in red today. Okay. So what I do is I'm going to go through, this is like an extenuating circumstance. Okay, so this one says the last time we had a connect was I sent her videos. So all I'm going to do is, and it says I sent an email. So I'm going to go over to my email. Oh, see how I'm not answering these as they come up? Ignore your notifications and your messages. So I'm going to say is, did any of those pique your interest? Sent. And then I'm going to say sent videos. And when I'm doing, video check-in, I think is what I say. So I follow up in 4 days if I'm just doing a video check-in, and then I log the way I did it. Okay. So I do that. So that's every 4 days if I'm just having a regular conversation. Okay, she sent videos too. So I'm going to basically go through and like click all of these and see like what needs to be done kind of. Okay, so all of the sent videos are follow-ups in 4 days. So I would do that. Yeah, these are set up great because I'm pretty organized about it now. So, okay, so I would do that for them. You're welcome for skipping those. Okay, so this one says we're just talking about Shakeology. So I need to follow up with Deidre, and so she has no follow-ups yet. So I'm gonna go to my script and I'm gonna snag the first follow-up and I'm gonna copy it, and then I'm going to go, and I don't even have my Facebook open, but so I copied it, and I'm going to message her the first follow-up, and then I'm gonna literally write, these are from somebody, so I just write like follow-up number 1, okay, and then I would log connect to it. I'm not gonna do it because I haven't actually done it and I will forget. So then I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna look and see, oops, under activity feed, I'm gonna go through and see who else, who else needs a follow-up number 1, okay? So this person already has a follow-up number 1, so I'm not gonna do the follow-up number 1, I already did it. So that would be a number 2, but I'm not doing number 2 right now. I'm doing number 1. So I'm going through, this person needs an option check-in, which I'll talk about in a second, but already has follow-up number 1. So I'm just literally going through, needs an option check-in, video check-in, video check-in. Oh, okay, but I already did a video check-in. But again, I'm through 4, so she would get a follow-up number 5. Already did a video check-in, so I would do the number 1, okay? But I'm not going back and forth. Like I'm gonna go through and find everybody who's in red today who needs a follow-up number 1. And then I'm gonna go back and highlight my follow-up number 2 and go through my list and do that, okay? And you might not have as many follow-ups as I do. This is pretty typical that I have like 60 something a day, because I invite the shit out of people, seriously, because I'm obsessed with what we have to offer. Okay, so I said I would talk about an option check-in. I don't need to share with you anymore. Okay, so an option check-in, like what that means. So I give, part of my scripting is I offer option 1 or 2. And what that means is like I basically say, because not everybody has great internet access, so I still offer the DVD package if somebody needs that, because I would hate if they were like screwed out of it. I don't know. And if they say like they don't have great internet access, like I of course tell them about the download feature. But I also want to paint the picture of like the value of the all access. So what I just lay out the 2 options. This is what I say. There are 2 options. Option 2 doesn't make a whole lot of sense for bang for your buck, but here they are. Option 1, for a total investment of $160, and I tell them everything they get, and I show them a video of what having all access looks like. Here's a quick video to show you everything you get with the all access. So much value, I'm freaking out about it. Okay, you have to tell people that it's a value. If you're like, I know it's kind of a lot, people are gonna be like, yeah, it's too much, I don't want it. Okay, so then I say option 2, a total investment of $160, and you would only get 1 program in DVD form plus your 30-day supply of Shakeology. To me, it just makes sense to sign up with option 1 because blah, blah, blah. Which option sounds best for you? It's important. Like, I feel like giving people the choice is helpful. And then they're like, holy shit, this is great. Okay. So then if they haven't told me which option, so then I'm going to check back in with them 2 days later, and I'm going to say which option sounded best for you. And then I'm going to log to follow up in 2 more days. If they have not responded, boom, they go on a follow-up schedule, the weekly follow-ups. I forgot to say that. I log weekly. So if I did follow-up number 1, I'm going to follow up in a week and do follow-up number 2. Okay, so it's very systematic. And then I do the same thing after I do option 1 or 2. I give them the choice to do coach versus challenger. Okay, so that might need another check-in too. Again, for those check-ins, I do 2 days. For video check-in, I do 4 days to give them 4 days to check out the videos. And I give them the videos because I want them to see the variety of programs that we have. No, I do not send all 50 programs, but I send like our top picks, you know, like 21 Day Fix, Shift Shop, PIO, Country Heat, Quarter Force. Okay, because I want people to see the spectrum of fitness that we have to offer. Okay, and if they tell me that they love lifting, then I probably would send hammer and chisel. Okay, so I think it's important to give those options. And if people are, I've heard before, like, well, I don't want to send those because I don't know if people will watch them. Well, if you're not going to watch a 2-minute video on a program that they need to follow for 30 days, they're sure as hell not going to follow for 30 days. So that's kind of my mentality on that. I hope this was helpful. So again, I follow up on a weekly basis with my follow-up script. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, unless they tell me to stop, then I stop. If they give me a money objection, then I say, like, do you mind if I check in before my next group to see how your goals are coming? And I tell them like how I would help them budget to save. Not budget, but you know what I mean? Like, say if this is really important to you, then I really recommend to my clients to set aside a little bit out of your grocery budget, because you do get a meal or part of a meal out of this. I understand that 160 is a big chunk up front, but it is an investment in yourself, blah, blah, blah. Okay. You got to combat that and say, like, do you mind if I check in a month, get them on a list, and see how your goals are coming, because they're probably not coming along. Okay, so I hope this was helpful. Yeah, I really hope this was helpful, because the fortune is in the follow up. I know follow-ups are a lot of work. I actually don't even like doing them. And I check every morning my Teamsy account. I'm like, how many do I have to do? But that's why I hit Success Club 30 plus every month. It's because I'm following up like crazy. Also, I invite like crazy. I invite every single person who likes my page, because not because I'm like money hungry, but because I want to help a shitload of people, because I know how I feel. I'm 6 months postpartum and I'm getting abs, and I have chronic fatigue. Okay, you guys don't care about my story, blah, 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 right? But if I can feel this good, then other people can feel this good. So you got to get over the inviting thing, okay? And you got to get over to like the follow-up thing that you're bugging people. Because the only people who have Beachbody on the brain 24/7 thinking about our messages are who? Guess. Us. Beachbody coaches, okay? So, and don't say, oh, this is just another tip about curiosity marketing. You should be using scripts, and if you're not, you're doing your business a disservice. Take the word Beachbody, Shakeology out of all of your scripting until you need to talk about it. Because at this point, people have heard of it and they don't want to be sold on something. They want to be sold on you. So you need to sell yourself. Okay. That's probably like the only time you're going to hear that in your life. Sell yourself. Okay. And don't be cheap. Don't cheapen yourself. Okay. I hope this was helpful, you guys. If you have any questions, just comment and tag me. Okay. Have an awesome, if you're not, it's a Friday when I'm doing this video. So, happy Friday or whatever day you're watching this on. Okay.